Making great cinematic AI videos used to be complex, weird animations and static faces. Now, we're able to create cinematic shots with explosions, camera angles, and much more, all with a single prompt.
And I didn't touch a camera.
Hollywood, you're officially in trouble.
This is Higgsfield AI, and it makes creating high-quality AI videos incredibly easily. You don't need cameras, actors, or editing skills to create fantastic shots that look like this. In today's video, I'm going to walk you through how to build examples. We're going to start with the handheld run and shake. We're then going to go through and do the 3D rotation. And then we're going to go through the building explosion and the robot arm. Plus, I'm going to show you lots of other examples as we work our way through the video. So if we walk around what's included within Higgs AI, when you first log in, you're going to have this explore page here. This is going to show you all of the different effects you're going to get access to, which makes it so nice and easy to get those outputs incredibly quickly. They've got something called Higsfield Soul as well for generating some images that we can use. We've got different camera controls, and if we come further down, we've got action movement. We've got different styles like UGC if we wanted it to be a specific person. We've got commercials and even talking avatars fully built in. We're going to have two models available, as you can see here. We've got Miniax Helio version 2 and we've got Google's Veo 3 ready to go. We've got consistent characters that we can generate and much more. The other part you're going to be able to do is then see that we've got create, and you're going to be able to do image, video, speak or UGC. For example, the image, as you can see here, we can then go through and generate lots of different images using Soul, which is their ultra-realistic internal model that you can train on you. We've got Flux Context Max, and we've got that GPT image available as well. We can do the different aspect ratios, and we can change the quality that we want to get output. They've also got a couple of different visual styles already included, as you can see here, so it makes it nice and easy to get that style that you want for that image that you want to be generated, and it's only going to cost you around 2 credits to do it. If we come across to Canvas, we'll be able to see here that we can do some product placements, we can do avatars, we can do in-paint and much more as well, which is similar to context for being able to get the output that you really want. The last part is around character, so you can do create a character, and as you can see here, you need around 20 photos to upload, and it's going to cost you around 30 credits per character that you generate, so that you can get that consistency for lots of different images or videos that you want to generate straight away. And this is a really great feature that I like to see included. Now, this is going to be around $30 a month for lots of you out there. That's where you're going to get the most value at the moment, and the one that I've been testing for well over a couple of hours today to get the great outputs we're going to be running through. So let's go through and do a few quick examples. So I'm going to come back down to where we had our UGC videos, and we're going to go through and do a handheld run first. What you'll see is they've got a couple of different templates ready to go. You just want to find one that best suits you. In this use case, we'll come through and get this. As you can see here, we've just got someone running in the background. To generate something with this template, come down to recreate, and you'll be able to generate it in here. What you can also do is come up to where they've got create, click on video, and it will bring you through to this exact screen. And to find the effect you want, come across to change, and you'll have a couple of different options for Higsfield, Google Veo 3, and Minimax. Not all of the effects are available across all of the three, so make sure that you choose the one that best suits you. As you can see here, we've got ones where I'm being punched in the face, Earth zooming out, building explosions, and much more that we'll be able to use. And this takes the real guesswork out of the prompting side of it, because we're going to get to those results so much quicker. So what makes a really good prompt? Well, we've got a really clear subject that we want included in the video. We've got a really clear action of what they're doing in the actual video as well. We're including details around the environment, the context, so it's really detailed but also concise. We're then also saying anything around the camera, so angles, zooming in, framing, movement. So we're giving that AI as much as possible to go on. We're also saying anything around the style and tone and that realistic, cinematic, animated, dreamy style that maybe we want. We're also calling out any lighting and atmosphere, which is really key for our consistency. And then last of all, we're doing temporal control. Again, that slow motion multi-shots and cuts as well. But that's one of the great features about Higgs AI is they've already included some of this within those camera motions that we chose a bit earlier on. So the first one we're going to do is around running. So we'll come up to the top and we're going to do run. As you can see here, it's going to bring up a few different ones. And if we come across to Google Video 3, we can see that it's got different ones here. So there's nothing available for Google Video 3. And we've got Handheld Run available in Miniax. We're going to be able to upload an image here. So we've got that consistency around characters. So I'll just come through and upload the example that we've got. We're going to paste our prompt in there. And then what you'll see is we've got a few different options. Now on the current pricing plan, you're going to have around 600 credits per month. And I'll touch on that a little bit later on for how it compares to platforms like Google VO3 directly and using platforms like Replicate where we pay on demand. We're going to be able to change the description as well as the video model itself. So as you can see here, we're going to be using Helio 2 and you've got access to these other ones as well. We're going to choose to go up to 1080p and it's going to cost us 15 credits to generate it. We'll press generate and wait for that response to come back. So here's a quick example of the explosion effect that you can do as well. If we just play that in the background, I think that looks absolutely fantastic. And again, we were able to upload the reference image like you can see and get it to do the explosion to then go through and have that background. Another one is the helicopter escape. So if we just play that now, this is after the 24 hours of Le Mans in the background. And as you can see here, they have that rope drop down automatically. The hair goes a little bit funky, but overall, I think that looks incredibly good. And again, we haven't had to do in-depth prompting because it's giving us that base straight away. This example here is all around the rapid zoom out, which is a feature that I think will be really good for lots of creators out there if they've got maybe a product they're selling or actually trying to go through and zoom out on a larger scene. Another example is that zoom out effect. As we can see here, we've got a lady that's currently stood on a mountain top and we're able to go out to that much, much wider view. Again, keeping that real key consistency as we pulled back and is enabling us to get to the output so much quicker. This one here is around the train rush, which is a really great effect. And as we can see here, apart from that hair that's a little bit funky in the background, we're able to get that train going past. And think how quick we've got access to this. This would have taken so many iterations and prompting at the start to even try and get this output in the first place. Now, I think this is one of my favorite ones, which is the road rush effect. As we can see here, it's got a fantastic Ferrari F40 in the background, and it's driving across maybe some Swiss Alpine roads that's going along nice and calm in the background. And think this is just the start of AI video generation. Imagine what it's going to be in a couple of years. And it's not just horizontal film as well. This one here is an FPV drone. There is an effect over the top of a surfer. The only thing I'd call out is, as you can see at the bottom, the feet and the position do get a little bit muddled up towards the end. But again, we're able to get that output incredibly quickly. I think this is one of my other favorite effects as well, which is the crane overhead. Now, we don't have to hire a really expensive scene and set location. As we can see here, we're able to go through and do that motion without having to have that huge cost around hiring the crane, the on-set location, all from our source image. It gets a little bit funky towards the end just as it goes over that head, but that's more down to the AI tools themselves versus Higgsfield AI. This one here is the whip pan effect, and as you can imagine, this is going to be really cool for some of those maybe more vlogging styles, commercials. As you could see there, maybe this is more of a Christmas scene related one, and again, this was all done off one image right at the start. So now we've got our result back, let's see what it looks like. So there we go, we've got that real runner shake in the background. And for quite a lot of it, that person does follow where the trail would be from the cameraman angle as well. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. We've got lots of videos around AI and automation. If you want to take your learning to the next level, make sure to check out our community. We've got lots of content in there that relates to AI, image and AI video generation, as well as much more. Next, we're going to go to more of a product setting. So we're going to come back to explore. We're going to come a bit further down and find the 3D effect, which is going to be more in our commercial ones a little bit further down here. So we'll open this up here, and as you can see, lots of different ones that we can choose from. We're going to use this 3D rotation to start off with. Exactly the same as before, you just choose the one that you want. In this case, we're doing a bottle of perfume, so perhaps we want it like this helmet up here. As you can see, we can copy this prompt here, and we're going to be able to use our AI prompt engine that's pre-built in the community, link below, to get the output improved. So we'll do recreate. We'll see up the top, we've been able to do the 3D rotation change. We're going to change that upload image so that it matches the one that we want to use. So we'll upload the image there. So now we'll come across, we're going to paste our prompt in here. And as you see, we've got a couple of different options. Now you can go through and choose the different models. Again, some of them won't be able to do this effect, but what we can also do is change the settings. We can change it between 3 and 5 seconds for the duration. We can also do the seed if we want it to be random, or fix it in place if you want some consistency from the future. And our seed here, this is how many steps the AI video generator is going to take to build up that video, and the more steps you include, the better quality it will be. The only thing is, as you can see here, the higher up we go, the more expensive or the more credits we're going to use to get the output. So for example here, if I do 30 steps and we do generate here, we'll be able to see the output coming back for that perfume bottle. So there we go, we've now got our perfume commercial back, and if I just press play, as we can see here in the background, it's now able to do that 3D rotate of that perfume bottle. Now it's not quite got it right for some of the flowers on the side. It looks like they rotate as well, but that's just down to our prompting. We'd be able to improve that in the future as well. But think how much time and cost this is going to save you if you've developed a brand new product or you've updated a product that you have in the market. You'll be able to get some great visuals out onto social media incredibly quickly. So what we're going to go through and do now is show you how to combine two. So we're going to do the robo-arm, and then what we can also do is building explosion. So we'll be able to connect these two together, paste our prompt on the left hand side. So there we go, we've got our response back, and if we play it in the background now, as we can see here, we've got that movement of the robot arm with the particles coming out, and I think that looks absolutely fantastic. So now let's compare some of the costs against other platforms out there. So as mentioned, for many of you out there, that top choice platform is going to be the $29 per month subscription, which is going to give you around 600 credits. Now, if you wanted to use Google VO3, that is around 150 credits per request, which means you'll only be able to generate 4 videos between 1,000 credits or 13,000 credits per month. Now their fast version uses up about 20 credits, but if you want that really great quality, you're going to use about 100 credits per request. So what this means is if you're using that $20 per month subscription, you're going to get between 10 to 50 outputs per month, using that mix between quality and fast for the outputs that you want. Or if you upgrade to that $240 per month subscription, you're going to be able to get around 625 fast creations or around 125 quality. So much, much more than just using Higgsfield AI. Now, if you were to go to a platform like Replicate, where you pay per request to use Google's VO3 model on there, you're not able to upload a reference image at the moment, and you would still have to pay $6 per request, so it evens out for the amount that you would pay to get videos generated. However, if we come across to Halio 2, this is where it starts to get interesting. So within Higgsfield AI, you're looking at around 15 credits per request that goes through, which means with your 600 credits per month, you're able to get around 40 videos generated. However, if you were to come across to platforms like Replicate, where you pay for that usage, each request would be around 48 cents. So for the same amount of money, you'd be able to get around 60 videos generated. Now, if we start to look at the image area, you're also able to use Flux context on Replicate. And that's where, when you look at the Higgsfield AI, you're able to get that 400 images generated with that. But if you're using Max from Replicate, at that 8 cents per request, you're only able to get that 360 images generated. But the Pro model, so that tier down from Max, what you'll be able to see here is that cost halves for Replicate. So you're only 4 cents per request. So now you're able to generate 725 images if you went for platforms like Replicate. So when should you use Higgsfield AI, and what are my final thoughts? Well, it's really good for that short, high-impact cinematic clips or for social media. It has that fast turnaround ability because it's got those presets built in and those camera effects as you need them. But the key part as well is you're able to get that character consistency across lots of different tools that it's got built in, and it makes it nice and easy with those camera angles that are already included. Stay tuned for more around AI, automation, and have a great day.